Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of my Let's Play series. My name is Jesse Hiraya. I'm a game developer. Nobody big, just a small-time indie game developer, and I just wanted to see what happens. So this is Mario 3. This is a game that I remember playing as a kid. It's one of those few games on the Nintendo that I've beaten many times. Looking back now and studying it from a game design perspective, I see why it was such a solid game. Everything that I'm doing right now, it's funny, like, I would like to break it down. I guess, okay. Because what's going on is I'm playing it so quickly, like everything is so second nature that I'm missing so many important details. So let me go back. First thing that happened is that you have to take this from the perspective that the person that's playing this has never played Mario or any video game before. The first thing that happened was that a Goomba showed up and it was just like advancing towards you. So you're either gonna die or you're gonna start pressing buttons and you'll figure out that you can jump over it or jump on it. You get to here and oh, okay, introduction to another bad guy. This one shoots piranha. The piranha plant shoots fire. Here's a turtle. You jump on it. Oh, okay, that happens. You kick. Oh, okay, and then the leaf came out. So right off the bat, you're being introduced to all these different items that that are part of the game. Right here are a set of coins. So if you can figure out with the leaf that you just got a leaf. That you go up here. You can go up. So the coins are meant to be a hint of what's up here. So from a level design perspective, the game is showing. Dang it! The game is showing you on the first stage what it has to offer. So from a level design perspective, I'd say that's pretty solid. So as you can see over there, there were a set of coins. So that's meant to hint that there is maybe something more over here if you attempt to fly some more and collect more coins. Okay. So we go this way. Just keep going. And what do you know? I love how it's like 3. So, Mario 3. The last thing I would point out on this is, right here. So, you jump on this turtle, and, automatically, the way that the blocks, by the way that the turtle shells bounce, it left a perfect spot here. Oh, a P thing, okay, and then it turned the blocks into coins. So it perfectly introduced it. Here we go, at the end of the stage, a mini game. Again, all of this stuff here, it sounds like duh, of course, but you gotta take this from a game design perspective. You're building Mario from the ground up, and like, how would you introduce all of the elements to the player? Right here, it's like this is the first introduction of sliding slopes and how you can slide down them. Constantly spawning enemies. Let's put enemies constantly spawning so that you can discover that you can defeat them by sliding down. And if somebody gets hurt and loses their power, here's a power-up so they can get it back again. Introduction of a new enemy here. Here's a flying Goomba. And then here's another P block, or P switch. Oh, so it looks like you can use the P switch to transform the coins in the blocks so you can go into other areas. So, simple platforming game, but with all these elements showing you how it's possible to explore the world. Now keep in mind, if I speedran this stage is actually very short, but from an exploration perspective, there's a lot. You can take your time and really look at what's around. There's the first introduction of the Superstar, and another variation of the flying Goomba I just went past. Okay. So, a lot of people know that there's the warp whistle here. Here's the first introduction of a boomerang brother. There's a warp whistle here. I don't intend to use it because I want to really just go through this whole game and just analyze it and show, like, it's so easy. It's so easy to just, like, be able to say, of course, you know, these are good games. To be able to say why they're good, that's the important thing. So, what just happened here was the first introduction of a coin heaven that you could flip a switch, or that like if you found those special music note blocks, they would take you up to the coin heaven. Over here is the warp whistle, but I'm not gonna get it. So this is cool that at the end that they would add a mini game where, like, how you finish the stage could switch things up. It makes finishing each stage more interesting. Okay. And then here's the first introduction of, like, being able to get different power-ups that you can use before each stage. Here we go, first introduction of the, like, match 3. Let me see. Oh my god, I don't even know how I did that. I just, like, arbitrarily hit the button. Yeah, that was, like, I knew that was not a good idea. Okay. Stage 4. This is the first introduction of a scrolling stage. So, imagine that you're designing the stage, and it's like, okay, so now I gotta make a scrolling stage. How would I do it? So we're gonna have some blocks here that, like, the player discovers that there's floating blocks. I screwed up that. Coins are interesting. The act of, like, collecting coins that in of themselves, collecting coins, like putting coins in your stage, they serve as a way to get your player to move around. In the grand scheme of things, the only purpose of coins is to collect enough of them to allow you to get extra lives. Beyond that, though, like, if you hypothetically were just, like, really good and you never lost a life, then you could just ignore all coins. So, thinking from that perspective, it's like, I guess collecting coins is like a way of... It gives the player something to do, and it also becomes a form of, like, insurance for the player. There's something about the act of collecting that, like, it's not something that I'm used to thinking along the lines of designing around. However, having collections can be kind of engaging for a player. Over here is the first introduction of the Fire Flower. I actually, as a kid, I always preferred the Fire Flower. I think it was just cool seeing Mario, like, turn red, and I thought it was, like, more powerful, and that was stupid of me. Up above is another warp whistle. Here's the first introduction of a, oh god, I forgot what they were called. Dry bones. That you could see, like, oh man, like, if I stomp them, they come back to life. So... Oh god! How... I don't even know how I screw that up. Oh... And here's our first... I forgot what these guys are called. I remember as a kid they were, like, so hard to fight, but now it's like... I get it now, like their pattern. And there you go. So... I noticed that, like, there was a barrier here, and now it's gone. And I think that was more meant for, like, two-player games, I guess. I always wanted to play this two-player with somebody. you know what, I have, and it hasn't always worked out well. I'm gonna do one more stage. It's not fun when you have a friend who is not as good at Mario as you are, so then like they just die all the time, and then they start taking your lives or whatever. I don't know if it was in this one, but definitely Mario World. Did you see that it started you off that way? So like if you didn't know that you could defeat enemies by like sliding down, it just showed you that you could. And there's your first introduction to water physics as well. This is also your first introduction to, I think, they're like beetle something or whatever, I forgot their names. Point being that they're like a very impervious enemy. Like you're not able to beat them with your fire flower. I think that was why they put the fire flower in this stage. So you would know to use it, and then you could see what it works on. Okay, it works on these guys, and then you would see that it doesn't work on the beetle dudes. This is like really the first like full introduction to this power in the game. I never thought about that. And really getting to see like what it works on and what it doesn't work on. And really, like these stages are like really short when you really break it down. If I speed ran this one stage, I probably could have been out of there in less than a minute. All right, there's a spade card game. I'll work on that one on the next episode. So see you guys later.